This is Top Stories on Viewer Television. The Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwola, will on Monday, November 7th, set in motion the legal fireworks for the 2023 elections with the inauguration of over 300 members of the Election Petition Tribunal. The spokesperson for the Supreme Court, Dr. Festus Akonde, said this in the invitation sent to journalists in Abuja. According to him, the event is scheduled for Andrews Obaseki Auditorium at the National Judicial Institute in Abuja. Foreign currency dealers have complained to the Inspector General of Police Usman Baba about their ordeals in the hands of operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) following the arrest of some of them. The dealers will also send a copy of their petition to the Senate, even as members of the Association of Bureau de Change Operators in the Federal Capital Territory on Thursday and Friday met with operatives of the Anti-Graft Agency. The meeting aims at resolving the forex crisis occasioned by the rush of dollars following the announcement by the Central Bank of Nigeria to redesign some naira notes. This is happening as the Anti-Graft Agency intensified investigations into the financial transactions of the forex dealers in a bid to spot illicit activities such as money laundering. The United Nations describes the flood disaster in Bayelsa State as a crisis of major proportion deserving attention. The UN Resident and Humanitarian Coordinator in Nigeria and representative of the Secretary General, Matthias Mal, makes this known when leading a delegation comprising officials of the global body, the World Health Organization, and the Federal Ministry of Water Resources on a courtesy visit to Governor Doye Diri at the Government House, Yenagoa. 7 of the 8 local government areas of the state have been affected by the flood that has forced many residents into IDP camps after hundreds of buildings and farmlands were submerged by flood. Now, the federal government is being urged to carry out integrity tests on structures affected by flood before people are allowed to occupy such buildings. No fewer than 45,249 houses are reportedly affected by flood across some states of the Federation. Some of the houses, including story buildings, are covered in the flood up to roof level. The immediate past president, Nigerian Institute of Building, and former president of Building Collapse Prevention Guild, Kunle Awobodu, said this. Now, commuters may heave a sigh of relief on Monday if the proposed talks between the leadership of the Joint Drivers Welfare Association of Nigeria and the Lagos Parks and Garages Management end on a positive note. The state government, JD1 members, Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria, and the Parks Management held a meeting at Alausa, Lagos, presided by the Special Advisor to the Governor on Transportation, Shola Giwa. The meeting is to resolve the 7-day protest embarked upon by JD1 members against alleged extortion and harassment by officials of the Parks and Management, formerly the National Union of Road Transport Workers, Lagos State Chapter. The craft of blacksmithing plays a significant role, especially in the lives of farmers. Blacksmithing is an ancient practice of forging iron and metal into objects and tools for human use. This artwork is still a source of livelihood for many in Maiduguri, the Borno State capital. Our correspondent Beatrice Kurusi takes us through this very report on blacksmithing.
Blacksmithing in Nigeria is an age-long occupation. It is found across all tribes and the skill is transferred from generation to generation. Gamburu Market is one of Maiduguri's oldest trade center. It's also a home for blacksmiths' old technology that produces farm implements, bush traps, knives, axe, pots, and many more. All these are crafted from iron, silver, and gold. Baba Gana Usman inherited the metalwork from his father and he has been in the business for 35 years. He says the craft brings customers from here and neighboring countries. It's a trade that has not changed and still fetches proceeds for him.
abun yi mun koya musu biya muna da suturin mu yanzu ma akasari ma cikin kashi uku din daya da rabi ma duk sun zo ne ba su da abin duk mun koya musu sana'a.
My father taught all of us blacksmith work right from childhood. I have 3 apprentices under me. People come from Chad, Niger, and Cameroon to buy what we make. We even forge car parts. I make like 5,000 naira daily. The business has helped me and my family a lot. I provide for them and sponsor my children's education. We get our raw materials from scrap dealers who sell old items like cars, something that's not useful anymore. We make more profit during the rainy season because it's the farming period. The only support we want is to empower the youth we have trained. Meanwhile, the goldsmith business is facing some challenges of working tools, machines, and mostly sourcing raw gold. The goldsmith dealers blame the poor patronage to border closure and insurgency. They only redesign, repair, and clean jewelries for customers. We get the gold from Saudi Arabia and Dubai. Most people here prefer those ones. We don't have the equipment that forge raw gold. We only fix earrings and necklaces that are old, and we also redesign and wash when it's faded. If we could be provided with all these things, the government will be shocked with what we can do, knowing that gold is where the money lies. Back then, when the town was safe, we get karat gold in kilos, but with the insurgency, it scared traders. So we only do some touches on the gold women bring to us. But now that peace has returned, we are hoping with support the business will start fully. And also we call on the government to open the borders to boost the business. Despite the challenges of the old metalwork and industrialized methods of forging tools, blacksmithing will always be a craft that will never fade.
Petros Koroti, VOA Television News, Maiduguri.
The Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed says his administration will continue to initiate more programs that will have a direct bearing on the lives of the people, as this is one of the major priorities of his government. The governor stated this during the flag-off of the Kaura Economic Empowerment Program KEEP in Bauchi local government area, where over 2,000 persons benefited from the 190 million earmarked for the program. Our Bauchi State correspondent Awal Hassan completes this story.
At the grand finale of the Kaura Economic Empowerment Program KEEP, the Bauchi State Governor Bala Muhammad re-echoed the significance of giving support to the women and youth who constitute the larger proportion of the population.
I would like to assure the good people of Bauchi State that our administration will continue to do everything possible within available resources to uplift their socio-economic well-being. We will continue to develop managerial competence to do more for the people with the little resources at our disposal. We will also ensure that the majority of the people of the state benefit from various poverty alleviation programs. But most importantly, we have pledged and we have conveyed our pledge that labor will have integrity, that we will pay salaries and wages before the success of every month.
The empowerment program has been extended to 19 local governments area of the state, and Bauchi local government is the last on the list. A total of about 2 billion naira have been disbursed by the state government for the program.
In each of the 19 local government areas where the program is launched, the total number of beneficiaries were not less than 500, and the least amount was 75 million or 100 million respectively. Out of the 2,000 beneficiaries, 1,850 will be given cash, others several in who have been
governor, however, sought the support of his people to give him more support in order to continue the good work he has started. Awol Hassan, Viewer TV News, Bauchi.
And that's it on Top Stories on Viewer Television. I am Charles Duki. Thank you for watching.